The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. That's why we're America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hedgesville High School as we get you set for West Virginia High School boys basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Tonight, it's the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the Hedgesville Eagles in a sectional matchup. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. John Allerton, along with Donald Kinney on camera, and Avery Newport is our on-site producer. Well, last time these two teams got together, Martinsburg came up short against Hedgesville at Martinsburg High School. It was a good win for the Eagles. 35 points were scored by Christian Bolduc. Cam Wilkes had 19. And Spencer, that was an all-time performance by Bolduc. We'll see if we can do it again tonight on senior night for the Eagles.
Yeah, definitely. And, that was that game I feel like started this small run that Martinsburg's been on and playing a lot better ball. They lost that game 67-61, I believe, and, it kind of just propelled them because they came back. They made it a very close game after it was not a close game there in the third quarter.
Yeah, it was a good win for Hedgesville. 35, as you talked about, for Christian Bolduc. His third quarter was huge. He ended up hitting a total of 4 threes in the ball game, had 15 in the first half. Cam Wilkes was hitting threes from NBA range. It was one of the more impressive things I've seen from high school basketball players, and it was a really strong performance. Eli Faircloth contributed 9 points in the victory. Jackson Ruiz had 5. And for Martinsburg, led by in that game Avion Blackwood, who scored 23 points. and was really the only efficient shooter in the ball game. Blackwood was 9 of 18 for the Bulldogs, at least 4 of 4 from the line. Also grabbed 4 rebounds, had 3 assists. Cyril Gaza had 9 points, 6 rebounds. Kamarian Dow, 12 points, 4 assists in that game. Aiden Jackson, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Those were some of the standouts for the Bulldogs as we kind of look back on that one. And another big game here tonight. This could decide, Spencer, the number 1 seed in the section, depending on when the coaches vote or how they look at voting as well, because Hedgesville has a much better overall record, but Martinsburg's been playing really good basketball as of late.
Yeah, and I do believe either yesterday or today, those ballots did go out to the coaches from the SSAC, and if I remember reading this correctly, they aren't due until next Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday, sometime next week. So hypothetically, if you're a coach, I would set yourself to do it on Monday morning or Sunday night or sometime this weekend, because there's a lot of good games tonight and tomorrow. Specifically, this is one of those games, because you look in you look at Hedgesville with that 13-4 record and only 4 losses this season. But Martinsburg, that 8-10 record, they've got 10 losses on the season. But of late, they've got a couple good wins. They played a lot better with Jefferson than they did in the first matchup. And, they were able to defeat Spring Mills, who they lost to in the first matchup. And they defeated Musselman the other night. So there are a lot of good quality wins here of late in this little small run that Martinsburg has had. So it's definitely going to be a close one. And, obviously, depending on how things shake out, this could be a sectional semifinal matchup.
And head coach Kelly Church returns tonight for Hedgesville off of his suspension, and that will probably give the Eagles a little bit of a boost, because not only is it senior night, but Coach Church, he's a very intense guy and can bring the energy for them on the sidelines. And he, praised Coach Ruest as well, and how well he did.
I wanted to say, for a guy to step in like that, very, short notice, not a great situation that it was all into. I think Coach Ruest did a heck of a job coaching these guys, and I know he's been an assistant, with Coach Church for a pretty long time, but for a coach that, to have to just take over the helm for a long period of time, 3 weeks, I believe, 3 or 4 weeks it's been, that says a lot about how Coach Church runs his program, and just the fact that how Coach Ruest has listened and has been around Coach Church for so long, and just what they've been able to do together over all these years definitely kind of helps them.
All right, we'll take our first 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will hear from both teams' head coaches. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
We welcome you back on the Giants Express tip-off show. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis, John Allerton, Donald Kinney on camera. And our producer, on-site producer, is
Avery Newport.
Avery Newport, yeah. I was blanking there for a second, Spencer. This is the Giants Express tip-off show. Johnny's has all of your game day needs, food and game day needs, and drink. If you need a way to serve it all up, they got you covered. That's Giants Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. We'll now go to our coaches' interviews. We'll start with the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Coach, how you feel after that win over Musselman and heading into this game, now winning 3 of your last 4 and competitive with this team last time?
Well, I tell you what, good win against Musselman. Musselman it always plays us tough. I don't care who we are and what year. You got to realize they took Jefferson into overtime. But they've got nice size. They've got nice shooters. I thought our kids did a great job, and we really saw some good things from. We saw some good things from Aiden in the middle and Jaron coming off the bench, and I think our rotation right now is working. Is everybody's ready to play. So exciting time for us. 3rd game this week. Getting a little weary, but we get to practice tomorrow, and then we play again Monday. So, hey, let's go play.
How do you feel about the rotation? You mentioned getting a good feel for it right now, but you've been able to use some different lineups, and all of them really work well together. So does it seem like now finally the chemistry's kind of starting to come along for you guys?
Well, I hope so. You've got to play as one. I mean, when 5 guys have to do the same thing, if one guy is out of the wheel, it doesn't work. So, there's times when we can use a big lineup. There's times when we can use a quicker lineup. I mean, there's been times where we had to press and we had to go to quicker lineups. So, again, a different ball club than we really have had in the past. But these kids have worked hard, and they buying in. And then I think even though our record is not the greatest at this time, they still have an opportunity to end up with a winning record.
Coach, we talked a little bit about this game before last time you played Hedgesville, and how Bolduc had the 35, Wilkes had 19, but really it was just good shooting. Is there anything that you change about your defensive game plan to try to take those 2 away, or is it going to pretty much be the same game plan, just hope they don't light it up like they did last time?
Well, they did. They shot the ball extremely well. And, I mean, when we watched the film, we were really up in their face. So, we've got to make them maybe try to put it on the floor. We might have to tighten up at it a little bit so that they don't get that shot off. But we know they're good shooters, and they've got some other good players around them that can do some things. So, we've just got to go play basketball. And the good thing is we're not making the mistakes we made earlier in the year, which is really helping us.
And finally, Coach, what will be some keys for you guys to get the win tonight?
Well, I think we have to really battle the boards. I think you win. I think you win with rebounding and defense, and our defense has pulled us through some games because at times our shooting is not always what we want it to be. But we've got some guys that can get to the hole, and we got some guys that can shoot it, and sooner or later those shots are going to start falling.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Now joined by head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Kelly Church. Coach, how's it feel to get ready for this game against Martinsburg? You weren't there for the last one, but it was a competitive game, and should be another good test tonight.
Yeah, really, really excited to be back with the kids, be back with my coaching staff. Sometimes in life you have to face adversity and deal with it. It's a great lesson for the kids to learn as well. In terms of the game and being prepared and everything else, my staff, Coach Russ, did a great job while I wasn't there, and the rest of the guys stepped up as well. So, a ton of the preparedness for this game and everything else, fell on Chris. And again, he's done a tremendous job with the basketball stuff. He's also been my best friend for years, and so really, really happy for him and the job he did while I was out. In terms of the game itself, they're a talented team, and they, like for them, and everybody's Martinsburg always wins, always wins, always wins. They have such great tradition. So anytime they have a year where they don't win almost every game, they're still a very, very talented basketball team. I just said hi to Coach Fowler on the way through. Coach Fowler and Dave and his whole staff do a great job. So I know they're going to be prepared and just excited to be back in the gymnasium.
How have you evaluated the team's play during your absence, and I guess heading into this game, how confident are you heading in and knowing that sectionals are right around the corner?
We take the same approach no matter what to every day. We're worried about being better today than we were yesterday. I think in life, that's really all you control is the whole win the day, be the best you can that day. Not looking ahead to sectional playoffs or seedings or anything like that. We're just going to show up tonight and play this game. In terms of my evaluation of the team and everything else, obviously I have a Huddle account so I can watch games. I was able to watch games on, when you guys had them on TV, so I was able to watch a lot of games. And the biggest thing for me that was difficult to deal with is, to not be part of. While I was out, I wasn't at school either, so I wasn't with my kids in the classroom. I wasn't with my dad to PE class. Quite honestly, as much as missing the basketball stuff hurt, being away from those kids hurt much worse.
So last time Martinsburg and Hedgesville got together, Christian Bolduc had a great game with 35 points. Cam Wilkes had 19. How important will it be to get good production out of your shooters again tonight?
Well, obviously, whether it's shooters or driving to the basket and everything else, Christian obviously shot the lights out last game. But if you're going to rely on just shooting the ball from deep, then that can cause problems for you. I think the biggest thing is we got to find a way to get stops and take care of the basketball. There were times during the last game where they really, really got after us and pressured us, and when they did that, we didn't handle it very well. So obviously we got to be able to handle their pressure, take care of the basketball, limit their second chance points, and on the offensive end, we've got to be aggressive. Can't be afraid.
And we mentioned how Martinsburg might not be having their typical season, but still a talented team. So what kind of stands out to you about them in particular this year?
Well, just that they at times, it's almost like at times I think there's like three different teams. They'll go from they're a lot bigger and they can throw it inside and they can throw it in the post and hurt you that way. They can play a group of kids that can just pressure you all over the court. And then lastly, they can play, you start playing kids like the Atkins kids. They start playing kids that haven't played very much. Hard to scout somebody who hasn't played very much, and then, when his minutes of production are as higher than anybody on the team. So they just have so many different kids, and they start late. They have kids coming from football, and it doesn't matter if it's one of their most talented teams or in a year where they haven't necessarily won a ton of games compared to what they usually do. As the year goes on, they get better and better, which is a tribute to Coach Fowler standing right there, and and to Dave. And what do I think? I think the kids are getting better every day. I think their team's getting better every day, and once the playoffs do start, anybody around here can beat anybody. So obviously Jefferson's had a tremendous year. I think you could throw the rest of us in a hat and shake it up. So like I said, I'm just excited to be back. Excited to be back with these kids. Excited to be back at school, and looking forward to enjoying tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Sure, thank you very much.
All right, those are our coaches' interviews brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online at Orsinis.com. As we mentioned, senior night for the Hedgesville Eagles, and the two teams just now getting on the court to warm up, so we'll take a 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will continue to break down this matchup. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Home Helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle, or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, on the Johnny's Express tip-off show. Johnny's has all of your game day food and drink needs. And if you need a way to serve it all up, they got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Spencer, let's look around the Eastern Panhandle tonight and tomorrow. A lot of games going on in both boys and girls basketball. Start with the boys, and then we'll move over to the girls.
Yeah, boys-wise tonight, not too much tonight going on. Besides this game, another big, huge EPAC game. That's Musselman at Spring Mills. That should be a great game. Musselman wanted to get back in the win column after losing to Martinsburg the other night. Spring Mills having the best season it's had in its school history this season, looking to make a playoff run and be number one in this section. That does it for tonight's games. Tomorrow, though, 3 games, all non-EPAC opponents for these EPAC teams. Return trip for a home and home with Spring Mills. They're headed to University. That game, last game at Spring Mills, went into overtime, and it was unfortunately a loss for that Cardinals team. But they're looking for redemption tomorrow in Morgantown at University. Petersburg at Washington. Washington looking to end the regular season on a high note. They'll have Spring Mills on Monday or Tuesday, I believe, of next week. And then the final one, Buchanan Upshur at Jefferson, as Jefferson tries to remain undefeated on the season. And girls-wise, just one game going on this weekend. It's the final game tomorrow for Spring Mills girls. They're hosting Clear Spring out of Maryland.
So a lot of good matchups coming up. We mentioned that Spring Mills Musselman game. That should be a good one between those two teams. Two teams that could see each other in the region. Especially this section, Spencer, we know is really a toss-up between Martinsburg, Hedgesville, and Spring Mills. If Martinsburg were to win tonight, all the teams split.
Yeah, I don't know how you vote that. I really don't know how you vote that.
You would probably go to EPAC record and maybe overall record, because the EPAC coaches, all of them vote on each section, so they'll rank all 6 teams. It's not just these 3 coaches ranking the 3 teams that they play and the other 3 coaches ranking the 3 teams.
The 2 teams they play, but you can't rank your own team.
Right, you know what I meant.
But yeah, it'll be very interesting. I'm awaiting really to see how this weekend pans out, and I guess the beginning of next week.
Yeah, it should be exciting to see how these teams are ranked. And the 2 teams tonight had a good game earlier this year. So really, they are even. Like Coach Church said, if you took all the teams besides Jefferson, put them in a hat, you could choose any of them, and you wouldn't be surprised if they won or made it to the state playoffs this year. It is an extremely competitive year, and that has allowed for some great basketball for us this season, Spencer, and still some games to be played, but this is the final section game that we'll have this year before section.
Yeah, definitely. I think this game is going to be very intense. I think the one over in Spring Mills is going to be intense as well. So it should be a good night of basketball here in the EPAC.
Yeah, it really should. Bulldogs warming up right now on the near side in the all-orange uniforms with the black numbers.
I like it.
And the black letters tonight.
I like it.
Hedgesville over on the far side.
Wearing their white unis, white pants, but they're wearing their funky warm-ups.
Yeah.
They're kind of growing on me. We've seen them a few times now. They're really growing on me.
I don't like them, and the only reason I don't like them is because they remind me of Eastern York High School, and I don't like Eastern York High School. But for the Eagles, I'm fine with them. But for Eastern York, I didn't like those. We'll take a 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will dive deeper into this game, look at the stats between the teams.
There's no camera on them.
And
these student section kids think there's a camera on them. It's not on.
With more. I didn't realize you were talking
No, it wasn't on.
All right, 3-minute break.
They were wanting a camera on them, but it's off.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Now new grill and pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
You need to keep your vehicle in good working order, but car and truck repairs can be very costly. Bears Repair in Martinsburg performs all kinds of auto repairs at prices most often well below their competition. Bears Repair offers tune-ups, oil change and lubrication, small and large engine and transmission repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, exhaust system replacement, air conditioning checks, auto inspections, and new tires. Stop by for a free estimate at Bears Repair, 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg, phone 262-0208. Bears Repair.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School as we get you set for Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. The Hedgesville Eagles coming in with a record of 13-4 on the season, and Martinsburg sitting at 8-10. We want to, before we continue on the Giants Express tip-off show, give a shout-out to Mrs. Alderton, John Alderton, our cameraman's mother, who's in the hospital. She's 93 years old. Took a tough fall today. Yesterday, excuse me. And
she's recovering
well. Yeah, and a big shout-out to her. And just know that she's in our thoughts and prayers as she makes this recovery. Now we'll get into the stats for each team. We'll start with the Bulldogs. As we mentioned, 8-10 on the year, 4-5 in the region. Led on the season by Avion Blackwood, the junior guard who's been tremendous all season for the Bulldogs, averaging 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and about 2 steals. So a guy that does it, Spencer, on both ends of the court.
Yeah, definitely. He really does. And, you know, he also does it at the free throw line.
Hey, he's been shooting the ball well from the charity stripe as of late. On the season from the floor, shooting about 44%, which is second on the team behind Aiden Jackson. Tied for second with Cyril Gaza. Gaza on the year has been the leader for this team in terms of energy. Averages about 6 points per game, around 4 rebounds. And he also does a good job on both sides of the court. Luke Fowler averaging about 8 points per game. And when he gets going, Spencer, he can be a deadly shooter from 3. Kamarian Dow, another guy that Martinsburg hasn't seen the scoring that they saw from him earlier in the year, but he's starting to play more within himself and get his teammates involved, and that's been a key for the Bulldogs as of late is Dow becoming a true point guard for this team and knowing that he can score when he needs to, but he doesn't need to score every time for this team to have success.
Yeah, he doesn't. He kind of just needs to be that court general, the guy leading the way and, you know, pointing out where he wants his guys to go, and they'll help him out. He'll get a lot of assists.
Dow at about 10 points per game. Aiden Jackson, a guy that's played well as of late, about 6 points per game off the bench. And Aiden Jackson, Jaron Adkins, 2 guys that we can kind of highlight together, Spencer. Both guys coming off the bench, and both were huge in the last game against Musselman and have had their moments where you're kind of questioning how are they not getting more minutes, but also this team has a lot of depth, and Coach Church pointed to that in my interview with him.
Yeah, he definitely did. And they're just like sneaky guys that, you know, unless you're looking at the box score for some games where they get in the game, get a lot of minutes, or you're present at the games or watching them, you don't necessarily think a guy coming off the bench would be so successful, or 2 guys between Jackson there and Atkins. But when they get on the court and they get their minutes, they show why they are on the court.
And then the other guys that get some significant minutes, and we should see a lot from tonight, Stephon Barclay at 5.9 points per game, and Jess Sutherland, who's improved as of late. Now his rebounds are up to about 5 a game and 5 points. So that rotation of Sutherland and Jackson definitely will be important. On the Hedgesville side, the Eagles typically led by Cam Wilkes and Christian Bolduc, who we saw both go off in that first game, 35 for Bolduc and Wilkes with 19, both of them averaging around 13, 14 points per game, and two really good scorers. But Hedgesville can rely on some of its other players to get production, and that will certainly be important tonight, Spencer.
Yeah, it certainly will. And, you know, from what I see, without the services of Eli Faircloth again, is Hedgesville, so they're not going to have that matchup down low.
Yeah, it could be a mismatch in favor of Martinsburg tonight, because Faircloth, obviously a guy that has the size to give Jackson and Sutherland some issues. He scored 9 points the last time these two teams met, and as you said, will not be in the lineup tonight. But some other guys that have stepped up at times. Damon Cook, a solid role player for this team, and a guy I really like too is Jackson Ruiz, especially his free throw shooting. We saw in the Spring Mills game late, he made some big free throws, and in the Martinsburg game, he made some big free throws for this Hedgesville team down the stretch. And we know that Martinsburg struggles from the line, only about 65% on the season.
But of late, a lot better.
Yeah. And free throws will definitely play a factor in this game because, as we know too, these two teams, it should be a close game, so whoever makes more free throws could come out victorious.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that'd be a big key tonight. But we'll get into my keys later. I got pretty good keys for both teams, but I think it's going to come down probably a free throw game. Honestly, a lot of these games have lately.
Yeah, if you want, we could do the keys now, or we could take another break and then do the keys, Spencer. All right, let's take the break, but don't roll the outro yet, Colin, because we still have 6 minutes due to things getting a little bit delayed on senior night. So we will take let's take a 2-minute break this time, and then we'll come back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Once again, a 2-minute break.
Home Helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle, or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. We welcome you back to the Giants Express Tip-Off Show. Giants has all of your game day food and drink needs. If you need a way to serve it all up, they got you covered. That's Giants Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Nick Rosalini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Spencer, let's get into your keys to the game, brought to you by CMA Honda.
Yeah, definitely. And first for Martinsburg, you got to get out to an early lead here. I think confidence is key in this ballgame. They're coming off big win over Musselman on Wednesday night. Got to get out to an early lead. You got to keep Bolduc in check from the free throw line, or from beyond the arc, excuse me. And even then, the last contest where these two teams were playing each other, Bolduc was knocking down NBA range threes, or even threes from just beyond the arc with guys in his face. Yeah. So you got to key on him defensively. Kind of do what they did with Keyshawn Cheek in that last Spring Mills game. And for Hedgesville, it's got to be, the outside perimeter shooting. That's going to be your key, because you did it last time. And, if you can make those NBA range threes, take them. But be smart when taking them. Also, be active on the boards. We've seen when Martinsburg's on this uptrend that they've been on, they've been out-rebounding the other teams. And a player for each team, again, I'm going to give it to Gaza, just the player to keep an ear out for, keep a player to look out for, because he kind of seems like that field general that, really knows what's going on, whether he's on the bench or he's on the court. And for Hedgesville, I've got to give it to Bolduc.
All right, those are your keys to the game and players to look out for tonight. Brought to you by CMA's Honda of Winchester, located at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward, and now we'll get into our starting lineups for tonight's contest. Brought to you by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate, or visit mymodernrenovations.com. We'll start with the home team, the Hedgesville Eagles, going with a different lineup than usual on senior night. It will be Christian Bolduc. It will be Logan Blau, Christian Bolduc, Jackson Ruiz, Adam Walls, and Sean Nelson. Nelson, Walls, and Blau, all seniors, so getting them in the starting line tonight. And then for Martinsburg, it will be your typical starters of Kamarian Dow, Cyril Gaza, Luke Fowler, Avion Blackwood, and Jess Sutherland. So we will now take our final 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will have tip-off here from Hedgesville High School. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution, reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
It's the final push toward the postseason in EPAC boys and girls basketball.
Another three-pointer, top of the key, around the rim. It's good. Her and Edsel.
Now over to Zimmerman, off the fork screen, pick and roll. Swing it to Brown. His three-pointer is good. Nothing but net for Brown.
Bolduc has it now. He'll shoot a jumper, and that's good. A 2-point ball game here in the Cardinal Coliseum.
Join us throughout February for all the exciting action right here on your EPAC sports leader, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 is the #1 source for local news and sports in the Eastern Panhandle.
Is tonight the night that we finally see this jump from Spring Mills to be the top team in this section?
Talking with Steve Catlett, by the way, he just announced that he's going to run for the county council.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk.
Let us showcase your business to our thousands of daily listeners and viewers. Call us at 304-263-6586.
And that concludes today's pregame show. Coming up next, it's the starting lineups, opening tip, and play-by-play action of West Virginia high school basketball.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk. And that might put a seal on this one.
Today's game is brought to you by
the Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP. Milestone Realty, The Palace Lounge, The Mountaineer Grill and Pub, Cody's Auto Body, Modern Renovations, D&N Auto, Home Helpers of the Panhandle, Johnny's Express.
And now, let's go courtside and rejoin our WRNR broadcast team.
We welcome you back to Hedgesville High School. The Eagles going with the 96 Bulls type intro here, Spencer.
Hey, we've seen this kind of intro before. You know where we're at? Musselman.
This one's a little bit better though. They got lights on both sides. Well, that's the Martinsburg student section. I guess trying to knock them maybe. I don't know, but it's a good vibe. Getting you set for this high school boys basketball game on senior night for the Hedgesville Eagles. Again, the two teams records. Martinsburg coming in at 8-10. Hedgesville is 13-4. Three seniors in the starting lineup for Hedgesville will be Blau, Walls, and Nelson, along with Bolduc and Ruest in the starting lineup for the Eagles. Martinsburg going with their typical starters again tonight. Dow, Gaza, Luke Fowler, Avion Blackwood, and Jess Sutherland. We'll now hear the national anthem and then have the opening tip-off.
I mean, we're finally have the opening tip-off.
Yeah, it's an 8 p.m. tip, Spencer.
I was informed it was a 7:30 tip.
Well, 7:54.
Not even yet, Nick. It's 7:54 right now.
Phone clock says one thing, your clock says another thing. What is accurate?
7:55. All right, we're awaiting the national anthem here.
We are doing that.
I don't quite understand. I guess Coach Faircloth's daughter might be doing it. It appears so. Or not Coach Faircloth.
I was going to say Coach Church.
Coach Church. Getting them confused.
No, I don't think she is.
I don't know.
Martinsburg coming out, as we mentioned, in the all-orange uniforms with the black numbers and black letters across the chest, and then the black stripe down the side with the black Block M logo. Hedgesville kind of a different blue than normal, more of a Carolina blue on the numbers and letters with the white jerseys and pants or shorts and white blue stripe down the side. So Sutherland standing in the tip-off circle for Martinsburg.
Looks like it will be an 8 p.m. tip. Nick, 7:58.
What's going on now? We're starting the game with a technical.
Wait, what?
Apparently there's a technical on Martinsburg to start the ball game.
Can you get a technical for having the wrong starting lineup?
I mean, yes, but that's not what Coach Rogers told me was their lineup tonight. So
maybe
either
it got turned in
the scorebook might have had the wrong one, and that would have been a technical foul if that is what had happened.
I mean, that's got to be what it is, right? Because they announced Jaron Atkins.
And now Atkins is starting the game, even though, again, to my knowledge, he was not a starter tonight. So very interesting.
No, but he was listed in the book as a starter given to read off. So that's where I'm thinking you get the technical from. I could be wrong, but Hedgesville starts this game with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and possession of the basketball. So Hedgesville with it, driving in and kissing it off the glass to get the first basket of the ball game is Cam Wilkes. Martinsburg with it now. Avion Blackwood in the corner. Blackwood drives in, down low to Sutherland. Sutherland posts up, loses the ball. And it will roll out of bounds. And it's a foul called, so Sutherland will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Wilmer will get the first 2 points from the free throw line. You can choose whoever you want to shoot the technical. And then Wilkes with the driving layup. And Sutherland goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line to begin things for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and if you're Martinsburg, you got to take advantage of those things. Now already down 4-0 here. 40 seconds in the ball game.
It's not the best start for the Dogs. Ruest over to Bolduc here on the right wing. Bolduc dribbles up top, finds Ruest. Now over to Walls. Walls drives baseline and lays it up and in. Guy that doesn't get a ton of playing time, but the senior at the first layup there for him on the evening. And a 6-0 start for Hedgesville. Dow now with the basketball. Dow pulls up on a contested 3, and that is a brick off the side of the backboard. Chased down by Ruest. He grabs the rebound and finds Cam Wilkes. Walls now with it on the right wing. Up top, Bolduc over to Ruest. Bounce pass to the corner to Bolduc. Walls tries a 3. No good. Rebounded underneath by Blau. Blau over to Walls. Dribbling up top and setting up the offense. 6-0 Hedgesville. 6:18 to go in the first period. Over to Wilkes. A long 3, and that is good. Cam Wilkes with 5 early points in his first 3 of the night. And Coach Dave Rogers will take a timeout. 9-0 Hedgesville on top, 6:06 to go.
Cam Wilkes, I believe, a former Martinsburg Bulldog, if I have read everything correctly.
Well, with that, 9-0 Hedgesville. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Our first quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buy or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Bulldog basketball out of the Dave Rogers timeout. Avion Blackwood off a Sutherland screen. Blackwood drives in. Layup is too strong off the back of the backboard. Adkins chasing down the basketball over to Hedgesville. Ruest out in transition with the right-handed layup. They'll lay it up and in.
This is not going the way Martinsburg remotely thought it would go. Already down 11-0 here. Just nearly 2.5 minutes in the ballgame.
Blackwood drives into left hand, loses the ball, but a foul called against Hedgesville. It's been an excellent start for the Eagles to begin this ball game and the return of head coach Kelly Church. And senior night for Hedgesville a lot as well. So a lot of energy for this team. Sutherland in the high post to Adkins, over to Blackwood, now back to Dow on the near side. Adkins left wing. Adkins finds Dow. Dow drives in, swings it to Adkins, head fakes, pulls up. Long two is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Walls. Walls over to Wilkes. Down the court to Blau. Blau takes one dribble, goes up with the left hand on the reverse layup and finishes. 13-0 start for the Eagles. Blau is on the board for the first time tonight. Another nearly a turnover. Blackwood gets it back. Layup comes up short. Foul underneath. I believe that will go against Adam Walls. 13-0. And Martinsburg heading to the free throw line to shoot two for Avion Blackwood.
Yeah, and whether it's, the energy from the home crowd, Friday night ball game, a lot more people in attendance. Coach Church returns courtside or senior night. I don't know what it is, Nick, but
probably a combination of everything.
Yeah.
As Blackwood knocks down the first free throw to get the Dogs on the board first. I mean, this is a sellout on the home side, at least in the lower section.
They've opened up the upper section.
And the away side, good crowd, but not a ton of Bulldog fans in attendance. As the second free throw is no good, but a lane violation called against Hedgesville. So Blackwood will get a second opportunity to knock down this free throw. Second one is up and good as well. 13-2, Hedgesville on top. Wilkes will bring it up for the Eagles. Gaza now into the ball game for Adkins. High post, Jackson Ruest. Ruest. Over to Bolduc. Bolduc. High post Ruest again. Now Wilkes catches on the wing. Has it taken away by Cyril Gaza. Gaza in transition. 1-on-2, fast break. Bounce pass down low to Fowler. Fowler can't get the layup to go. Tipped around and rebounded by Logan Blau, who will set up the offense. Nearly lost it out of bounds, but Blau chases it down. Blau ahead to Wilmer now into the ball game. Wilmer back to Blau, right wing. Guarded tightly by Luke Fowler. Now over to Bolduc. Ruest, top of the key. Over to Bolduc, a long triple. That comes up short. Ruest tips it. Fowler chases it down for the Bulldogs. Fowler headed down into the corner to Blackwood. Blackwood has a foul called as Blackwood was driving in on the pass, I believe. So Bulldogs will have it underneath.
Team's already got 4 fouls. If you're Hedgesville, you need to play a little bit less aggressive here. You're already out to that 11-point lead.
Gaza off the inbound. Head fakes underneath and lays it up and in. Cyril Gaza with the first field goal of the evening for the Bulldogs. It's now 13-4. Hedgesville with the possession now. Ruest on the left wing. Ruest swings it to Blau. Blau dribbling with the left hand, top of the key, drives in now to the basket. A wide open lane opens up, and Logan Blau lays it up and in. 15-4 now. Hedgesville on top, 3:19 to go in the opening quarter. Fowler catches left wing over to Blackwood on the volleyball line. Blackwood pulls up for 3 from the top of the key off the Aiden Jackson screen. No good. Fowler grabs the offensive rebound. Fowler to Cyril Gaza now. Down low to Jackson. Jackson gets double teamed. That doesn't matter. He lays it up and in.
That's his shot. That is his shot. He needs to get going. He needs to help his teammates get going here. Martinsburg now has 6 points tonight.
Just a 9-point deficit at 15-6. 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Blau catching on the right wing. Blau swings it to Wilkes on the right side. I'm sorry, that's Bolduc. Now back up top to Blau. Down low to Jackson Ruess. That's taken away by Aiden Jackson. Dow, the bounce pass to Blackwood out in transition. He'll lay it up and in. Bulldogs with a little bit of a response out of the Dave Rogers timeout. 15-8 now the score. After a 13-0 start for Hedgesville, it's an 8-2 run. Blackwood intercepts that pass. Avion all by himself. He'll lay it up with the left hand and through. 15-10 now. Blackwood getting going with 6 points in this opening quarter. 2 minutes to go.
And sometimes it feels like, Nick, as Blackwood goes, this Bulldog team goes.
Ruess catching on the left wing. I definitely agree with that. As a foul called, other first quarter sponsor on TV 10 is Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. They're located at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. Barclay checking in for Fowler. Walls checks back in for Hedgesville. Wilkes with the basketball. Guarded by Cyril Gaza. Swings it to Ruest on the left wing. Now back to Blau. Blau to Walls. Now down low to the short corner to Ruest. Back up top to Bolduc. Bolduc off the Ruest screen. Pulls up Aiden Jackson. Rejects that shot. Gaza ahead. Pass deflected and out of bounds. Aiden Jackson with an early nominee sponsored for the Cody's Body Shop projection of the game.
Took the words right out of my mouth right there, Nick.
I can read your mind sometimes.
I guess so.
Avion Blackwood with the basketball, dribbling in the Block H logo. Dribble handoff of Stephon Barclay. Now over to Cyril Gaza on the left elbow, or right elbow. Down to Barclay, right wing, drives in, kicks it out. Jackson, free throw line jumper. That was money for him against Musselman. And he knocks down his first shot here today.
Rolls in.
4 points now for Aiden Jackson. And all of a sudden, it's a 15-12 game. Hedgesville only leading by 3. They're going up 13-0 to begin this ball game. The Bulldogs have answered with a 12-2 run. 45 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Ruess catches, rips through. Nice bounce pass underneath the Bolduc, who has it stripped from behind. And a jump ball called. Possession will go to Martinsburg. So Spencer, it didn't look good early on for the Bulldogs, but all of a sudden now just one possession ball game and can tie it up before the end of the quarter. Damian Cook checking in for Logan Blau. Barclay will inbound it to Avion Blackwood. Blackwood crosses half court. Guarded by Cook at the top of the key. Blackwood splits the defense. Goes through 3 defenders, but a charge call as underneath was Adam Walls. The senior has played really well on senior night. Not a guy that we've seen get a ton of minutes.
Yeah, not at all, but he's taking advantage of them tonight on his senior night.
Walls inbounds to Cam Wilkes, who will slow things down with 25 seconds and rolling to go in this opening quarter. 15-12, Hedgesville on top. Wilkes over to Ruess on the right wing, bound back up top to Wilkes. Ruess slows things down and foul away from the ball. I believe that. It'll go against Cyril Gaza. 4th team foul. 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Wilkes catches in the backcourt. Now brings it across half court for the Eagles. High screen from Jackson Ruess. Wilkes, a long triple just off the mark, no good. Aiden Jackson chases it down, and time expires for the first quarter. Hedgesville 15, Martinsburg 12. Let's take a 1-minute break and return with more West Virginia High School boys basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Your business can become an advertiser today on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, your home for local news, talk, and sports. With over 17 million views and counting, you won't want to miss out. From Eastern Panhandle Talk every morning to the Sports Mix at noon and local high school, Shepherd Rams, Mountaineers, Commanders, Steelers, Nationals, Wizards, or Capital games each evening, Talk Radio WRNR has it all day long. So advertise with us, Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School, 15-12. Hedgesville leading Martinsburg to begin this second quarter. From the Miller Center, Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, John Alderton, and Donald Kinney on camera. Avery Newport, our on-site producer.
I've got an update. At halftime, Musselman leading Spring Mills 33-19.
Wilkes with the basketball for the Hedgesville Eagles. Swings it to Christian Bolduc, standing in the Eagles logo on the right wing. Bolduc drives in, now kicks it out to Damon Cook. Over to Walls, who reverses the ball to Blau. Wilkes, Wilkes step back three, this time way off. Or well short, I should say. It wasn't really well off, but ball rolls out of bounds in front of the Martinsburg student section, and Cyril Gaza inbounding now to Kamari and Dow. Dow with the basketball. Reverses it to Barclay on the near side. Back to Dow. Hedgesville in the zone defense. Low post Gaza, extra pass, Blackwood corner. Three is short, rebounded by Jackson Ruest. Walls will bring it up. Walls ahead to Bolduc. Bolduc in and out move. Walls a long triple. And Adam Walls hits again from long range. The senior with now 5 points, his first three of the game.
Happy senior night, Adam Walls.
Over to Dow. Dow penetrates the zone, has it tipped, swings it to Gaza. Gaza over to Dow again. Now Blackwood in the corner. Skip pass down low to a wide open Gaza. Gaza now gets doubled underneath, gets his own rebound. Second effort, no good. Gaza chases it down again. Third time, not the charm, but he'll go to the line.
Hey, you love to see the effort there of Gaza.
Yeah, relentless on the offensive glass for Cyril Gaza. Not the tallest guy, but a tough matchup for anybody. As Gaza heading to the line, he has 2 points for the Bulldogs so far. His first trip to the line, and his first free throw is up and good. Or no good, excuse me.
Just rolled off.
Tanner Matthew checking in for Hedgesville. Walls goes to the bench. With Fowler checking back in for Martinsburg. Second free throw rolls through for Cyril Gaza. Adkins coming back in for Gaza here. 18-13. Hedgesville leading, 6:23 remaining in this first half of play. Cam Wilkes crossing half court for the Eagles. Bounce pass to Bolduc. Bolduc guarded tightly by Dow. Bolduc drives in. Kicks it out to Wilkes. Wilkes attacks the basket with the left hand and a foul called. Wilkes to the free throw line. He'll shoot two.
Definitely seemed like a slower start here to this second quarter than it was to the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 13-0 lead for Hedgesville as Wilkes knocks down the first free throw. 6 points for him. Our second quarter presented to you on TV 10 by the Skinner Law Firm, Injury and Consumer Rights Lawyers. Call them at 304-245-6613 or online at skinnerfirm.com. A very long three from Cam Wilkes after missing the second free throw is no good. Aiden Jackson down low. Jackson, one dribble, turn around, and lay it up and in.
Jackson's game these last few weeks has been phenomenal. Adding range to his game and then making those turnaround hook shots, making those off-the-glass shots. I mean, just phenomenal over the last few weeks.
6 points for Aiden Jackson. A long three from the left wing is knocked down for Tay Wilmer. 22-15 Hedgesville. And the Eagles love those long threes. Adkins down low to Aiden Jackson. Again, he goes to work underneath, but good defense by Tanner Matthew. He'll secure the rebound and find Wilkes, who will bring it up for the Eagles. Wilmer bounce pass to Cook in the corner. Now back to Wilmer near side. Wilkes at the top of the key now, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Wilmer left alone again. This time he bounce passes over to Cook. Back to Bolduc. A three from the corner. In and out, no good. Aiden Jackson tips it to himself. Throws it ahead to Dow. Dow quickly in transition. Swing pass. Luke Fowler. Three from the corner is no good. Rebounded by Blackwood. Up strong and won't get the finish, but will go to the line.
And once Luke Fowler finds the spot, you're going to want to start guarding him out there, because when he finds it, he's money.
Avion Blackwood to the free throw line. Shooting two for the Bulldogs. Our other second quarter sponsor presented to you on TV 10 by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. Blackwood no good on that first free throw.
Too strong.
Avion takes two dribbles, spins the ball, lines up the second one, and knocks that one down. So 3 for 4 for the line tonight for Avion Blackwood. And a total of 7 points. 22-16, Hedgesville on top. 4:44 to go in this first half. Wilkes catches at the top of the key, reverses the ball, and that's a foul.
He just took it, controlled it, step, step, step.
Logan Blau turning it over for the Eagles there. Blackwood inbounds to Adkins, now back to Blackwood on the court for the Dogs. Blackwood, Dow, Fowler, Adkins, and Jackson. Hedgesville on the defensive end. Martinsburg in possession. Over to Avion Blackwood. Comes off the Jackson screen. Blackwood drives into the left-hand scoop shot. Is no good. Jackson with the tip and the follow. Aiden Jackson continuing to impress now, 8 points.
Yeah, I should have picked him as my player to keep an eye out for, knowing after the last couple games he's had.
Had a huge fourth quarter to help lead Martinsburg to the victory against Musselman. Wilkes drives baseline. His baseline floater is way off, but he tips the ball way and out of bounds, trying to chase down his own rebound. It will go to Martinsburg. Bulldogs inbounding on the far side. Christian Bolduc will check back into the ball game. And he will come in for Wilmer. Wilmer checking out. Ruest also getting back into the game for Tanner Matthew. As Martinsburg has cut it down to a 4-point lead for Hedgesville at 22-18. Both quarters very similar. Hedgesville kind of extending the lead a little bit this quarter. Martinsburg now starting to fight back again and make it close. Blackwood drives in. Scoop shot with the left hand is good. Avion Blackwood just continues to go to work and makes these difficult layups look so easy.
Yeah.
Bulldogs in the 2-3 zone. Blau catching on the right wing. Wilkes reverses the ball to Bolduc. Now back to Wilkes. Bolduc, they left him wide open for three, but he missed. Martinsburg getting bailed out with a rare miss from Christian Bolduc on that kind of shot.
Yeah, definitely. And that was one of my keys, was don't give up the, you got to key in on Bolduc, and you got to, get out on that perimeter.
Bolduc so far scoreless, so not nearly as damaging to the Dogs as he was in that first game. Adkins with a three, and Adkins gets nothing. but net for the senior from downtown. And Martinsburg regains the lead at 23-22.
Again, Jaron Atkins, what can you say about the kid? Cut last year, coming back even stronger this year. He was my player of the game last time, and just amazing so far.
Wilkes to answer. That is off the mark. Rebounded by Aiden Jackson. Atkins with his first 3 points on that triple. Dow trying to get Blackwood in the corner. Ball gets tipped and out of bounds. 23-22, Martinsburg on top with 2:44 to go in this first half. Jaron Atkins with the basketball. Atkins over to Luke Fowler, who struggles to maintain it, but now Dow low to Aiden Jackson. Pump fake, finish. Too easy for Aiden Jackson, now in double figures, to lead the Bulldogs with 10 points.
You can't leave him down low, and you can't.
You got to front him.
You got to front him, and you got to know he's going to fake you on the first one every time he gets you.
The signature move of Mr. Aiden Jackson. Bolduc swings it to now back up top around the perimeter. Ruest over to Cook, and that pass nearly taken away by Blackwood. Wilkes attacks the zone. High post, Bolduc catches and faces and can't knock down that jumper. Tipped around again. Ruest grabs the rebound. Over to Cook. Cook drives baseline. Dump down to Ruest, who traveled as soon as he caught that ball.
Yeah, great catch there by the refs. He was around a bunch of guys. That's one of those ones that could easily be missed just because of the crowd around there.
Yep, good job by the far side official to get that one. Davion Blackwood running the offense now for Martinsburg. Comes off a double screen. Over to Fowler at the top of the key. Fowler has his shot blocked by Cam Wilkes.
That's a nominee there for the rejection of the ball game brought to by his body chop.
Cook over to Wilkes driving baseline. Jackson going up strong against him. Wilkes can't finish. No foul call. Ball rolling out of bounds. And it will go to Martinsburg.
It looked like none of the refs really knew which one to call.
I don't even know if they knew it went out of bounds. It took forever for us to get a whistle.
If you look down at Kelly Church right there with cameraman John Allerton doing a great job right there. He's saying, look where it is. Y'all aren't looking.
Dow with the basketball, crossing half court for the Bulldogs. Off the Aiden Jackson screen. Dow drives in, loses it for a second, now gets it back. Gaza back into the ball game. He'll reverse it back up top to Dow. 1:10 to go. Martinsburg by 3 at 25-22. Double team to the post is Aiden Jackson. He dribbled off his knee and it rolls out of bounds. It will be Hedgesville ball.
And again, Coach Church not happy at all.
I think just yelling stuff out to his team because nothing to be unhappy about once your possession.
I mean, he looked at the ref before that.
You always got to look at the ref, let him know that you're there.
Yeah, I got to stare down, you and me, right?
Bolduc drives in, loses the ball. Davion Blackwood now with it. Blackwood slows things down. Atkins wide open for three again. In and out, no good. And a foul called.
Get that on Jackson?
I believe so. Yep, we'll go against Aiden Jackson. 41 seconds to go. 16 foul for the Bulldogs. So one away from 1-on-1 is each team, as Hedgesville has 6 fouls and Martinsburg has 6 fouls. Blau bringing it up for the Eagles over to Ruest. Ruest content to hold the basketball as Hedgesville will look for the final shot of the first half. Down by 3 at 25-22. Martinsburg denying all the passes for Ruest here. 13 seconds. Now Ruest finds Wilkes. 8 seconds. Wilkes, step back. Back to Ruest. Ruest, 3 seconds. Swings it. Blau, pump fake. 3 at the buzzer is short. And we will head to halftime with Martinsburg leading Hedgesville 25-22. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our two great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School as Martinsburg leading Hedgesville at the half, 25-22. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. And we'll take a look at the scoring column for each team. Aiden Jackson leading the way for Martinsburg with 10 points. Harrell Gaza with 3. 9 for Avion Blackwood and 3 for Jaron Adkins. And then on the Hedgesville side, led by Cam Wilkes with 6 at the half. Adam Walls with 5. Wilmer with 2. And 4 for Blau. Some of the leaders for the teams at the half. This is the Manchester-Freddie halftime show. Manchester-Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. Spencer, what are some quick thoughts on that first half?
You know what they say, basketball is a tale of runs, and that's what this first half really was. You saw Hedgesville get out to that early 13-0 lead, and Martinsburg storms back. Hedgesville still has the lead by 3, 15-12 at the end of the first quarter. And then Hedgesville starts out on an early run. Martinsburg makes the comeback, adds 13 in the second quarter to take the lead 25-22, and that's where we are, Nick.
Yep, so 25-22, Martinsburg at the half. We'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from Colin McLaughlin, who has the N1 Scoreboard Show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch. The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome into the And One halftime scoreboard show. Colin McLaughlin here as we're at the half between Martinsburg and Hedgesville, and the Bulldogs lead 25-22. This And One halftime scoreboard show brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. Also at the half, Musselman leads Spring Mills 33-19 at Spring Mills High School. That's the latest update that we had. We'll probably get some more updates quickly from them, though, because they are ahead of the game compared to Hedgesville's game against Martinsburg right now due to Hedgesville having senior night. But let's now look at some NCAA scores before we send it back to Spencer Nick for the second half. No top 25 games going on today, but you got Princeton against Brown. Princeton leads 59-39. Pennsylvania 60, Yale 67. Dartmouth 42, Cornell 32. Harvard 51, Columbia 40, Detroit Mercy 51, Northern Kentucky 36, VCU leads Richmond 54-41, tied at 48 apiece between Marist and Siena. St. Peter's leads Fairfield 51-45, Monmouth leads Rider 51-46, Kent State leads Ohio 62-34. Purdue-Fort Wayne leads Green Bay 20-12. Cleveland State leads Milwaukee 30-22. And St. John's beat Butler 91-57 in Big East play. Tipping off at 9 o'clock, Wright State and Oakland. And then Big 12 game as well on the Big 10 game, not Big 12. Maryland, Nebraska at 9. And then 9:30, Missouri, Mississippi State. That's going to wrap things up here for the And One halftime scoreboard show. Take another 2-minute break and send it back to Spencer and Nick for half number 2 between Hedgesville and Martinsburg, where Martinsburg leads Hedgesville 25-22.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Hedgesville High School inside the Miller Center. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. Avery Newport, our on-site producer, John Alderton, and Donald Kinney on camera.
So Colin could not get you an update for Musselman Spring Mills. We knew at the half it was 33-19. Just got the update. Spring Mills making a comeback, 36-35. Musselman on top at the end of the third quarter.
Wow. That is a bad second quarter for the Applemen.
Third. It was at the half. It was.
Yep.
That game's that game's a little ahead of us, Nick.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But third quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. Bulldogs with the basketball. Cyril Gaza dribbling up top. Gaza bounce pass down low to Aiden Jackson, who pump fakes, can't get that layup to go. Follow. Third effort is no good. Ball tipped out to Atkins. Atkins to Dow. Dow down low to Jackson. Atkins cuts back door. Finally, Aiden Jackson is there, padding the stats on that possession for the Dogs, and gets his first 2 points.
There you go.
Of the second half, now up to 12 points in the ball game. Jackson Ruiz now with the basketball for Hedgesville. Blau drives in with the right hand, goes hard to the rim, and lays it up and in.
And if you're Hedgesville, you need to kind of play that game. Don't play the three game as much unless you're wide open.
27-24. Martinsburg leading Hedgesville. Blackwood drives and gets fouled on the pass down low to Aiden Jackson. Our other third quarter sponsor on TV 10 is Orsini's Home Store. Orsini's not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online at orsinis.com. Dow drives in lane wide open, but he missed the layup. Rebounded by Hedgesville. Eagles quickly to Wilmer now on the left wing. Wilmer head fakes back up top to Cam Wilkes. Now over to Logan Blau. Blau to Jackson Ruiz. Back to Wilmer. Wilmer off the Ruiz screen. Drives in, kicks it out to Wilkes. Wilkes pulls up for three. Just off the mark, no good. Rebounded, though, by Wilmer for Hedgesville. Eagles keep the possession alive.
Yeah, and great kind of eye contact with the ball there. He was running back to go play defense, but turns out he could play offense again.
27-24, Martinsburg leading Hedgesville. Wilkes drives in, kicks it to Blau. Blau nearly lost the ball, gets it back. Finds Ruiz in the high post. Ruiz back to Blau. Off the Ruiz screen, drives in, straight to the basket. Jackson with a good defense, rebounded by Avion Blackwood. Blackwood pushes, left-handed layup in transition is no good. Jackson can't quite grab the rebound. Wilkes quickly back the other way for Hedgesville. Wilkes down low to Blau. Blau drives in, dump pass to Ruiz, is tipped away and out of bounds. It'll be Hedgesville basketball. Blau will inbound on the baseline. Having trouble getting it in, and a 5-second call. So Hedgesville turns it over on the inbound.
I get it's
great
early,
defense from the Dogs.
You'd think Coach Church could have used the timeout there.
He was right by the official, but did not call timeout. 27-24. Walls getting ready to check in for the Eagles. Martinsburg leading Hedgesville with about 5.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Dow to Jackson in the high post. Dow now back with the ball over to Adkins. Down low to Aiden Jackson. He'll go to work. Jackson gets double teamed, loses the ball off of his knee, and Hedgesville ball. So ball's coming back into the ball game. 27-24 Martinsburg, 5:19 to go in the third. Wilkes brings it across for the Eagles. Raises his hand into the air and finds Blau on the near side. Blau over to Wilkes off a screen. Penetrates the zone with the left hand. Now resets the offense. Actually, Martinsburg in the man-to-man defense. Over to Walls.
Over there.
To Ruiz. Now back up top to the top of the key. Wilkes drives in at the right hand. Blau drives in at the right hand, loses the ball. Now Walls catches. He nearly turns it over. Bolduc catches now and sets up the offense with the rest in the logo.
Yeah, Blackwood for Martinsburg. He tipped it there.
Christian Bolduc dribbled off his foot and out of bounds. It will be Martinsburg basketball. Hedgesville with some long but not successful possessions. Coach Kelly Church frustrated.
Hey, he definitely thought that was off Martinsburg, and you say long but empty possessions. Yeah, you're down 3. You need to drive to the hoop, lay one up and in, not always shoot for the 3 to tie it.
Gaza drives in, spin move. His shot is blocked by Bolduc.
He thought he got fouled.
Wilkes now quickly in transition. That's a tough shot, but Jaron Atkins is going to be called with the foul as he got him with the body underneath. A good drive by Wilkes, and he'll go to the free throw line. Cam Wilkes with 6 points in that first half. Wilkes now to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 on the ball game.
Coach Church over there trying to school the ref.
Wilkes to the line, knocks down the free throws. That is straight through. 27-25, Martinsburg on top. This to make it a 1-point game for the Hedgesville Eagles. Wilkes' second free throw is perfect. 8 points for Cam Wilkes. He leads the way for Hedgesville. Blau checks out. Wilmer checks back in. Bulldogs in possession of the ball as Blackwood defers to his backcourt mate, Kamari and Dow, to bring it across half court. Dow setting up the offense for the Bulldogs. Coming off an Aiden Jackson screen. He goes behind the back. Wild shot. No good. Jackson tips it up top. Gaza chases down the rebound. Gaza going up strong. This time he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. Martinsburg dominating the offensive glass while it's not necessarily leading to a ton of second chance points. They've been active, Spencer.
Yeah, they've definitely been active, but this is where the ball game counts, Nick. You're at the free throw line. You're up 1. You want to be up 3.
Gaza can't get the free throw to fall.
Those are going to hurt when it comes down here to the home stretch of this ball game.
Christian Bolduc checking out. I believe scoreless so far in the ball game unofficially. There might have been a 3 where I got the wrong player. I'm not certain. I had Blau with that 3 in the first half. I'm not certain if that was him or Bolduc now that I'm thinking about it. But either way, Gaza knocking down the second free throw. 28-26. Up top to Wilkes. Wilkes head fakes, floater in the lane is perfect for Cam Wilkes. He's starting to get going now. A tie ball game at 28.
Yeah, and just great shot selection there.
Wilkes in double figures. Dow at the top of the key 3. That is a brick off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by the Eagles. Wilkes running the offense again off the Ruiz screen. Wilkes over to Cook. Now Wilmer tries a 3 from the corner, and Wilmer is money on that one.
Yeah, now it seems like Hedgesville regaining the momentum. 9-3 run here in this third quarter.
31-28. Eagles back on top with 3 minutes to go in the third. Aiden Jackson catching on the left elbow. Adkins bounce pass down low to Jackson. Spin move in the lane, and he finishes again underneath. If he catches in the paint, good luck guarding him one-on-one for Aiden Jackson. Now a total of 14 points on the evening to lead the Bulldogs. Cook over to Wilmer. Another 3. No good. Rebounded by Jackson underneath. Jackson, though, with a sloppy pass. Walls picks it off nearly. Ball tipped around. Dow bounces it to Adkins. Adkins with the euro. No good. Blackwood with the follow in the finish.
Great teamwork there by the Dogs. One guy couldn't get it tapped. Pass it to his teammate. Tipped it over. And now a wide open 3.
The rest for 3. Not a guy known for shooting. And that shot just in and out. No good. Bulldogs chase down the rebound. Reset the offense. Adkins with it. Down low to Aiden Jackson. Jackson trying to keep that tough pass in bounds, but it went out, and it will be Hedgesville basketball. 32-31. Martinsburg with 2 minutes to play in this third period. Another close basketball game on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 in the EPAC. Cam Wilkes crossing half court over to Tanner Matthew.
Be an exciting finish.
Avion Blackwood takes it away. Blackwood ahead to Jackson. Jackson with the reverse layup. No good. Rebounded by Walls. Hedgesville back in possession of the basketball. Walls over to Cook. Damon Cook dribbling for the Eagles. Back up top to Walls. Now Tanner Matthew catches on the left wing. Matthew back to Wilkes. Gaza guarding him at the top of the key. Hands it off to Walls. Walls a long three is in and out. No good. Rebounded by Cyril Gaza.
Yeah, again, shot selection for Hedgesville. I don't know why you don't just go to the rack.
Blackwood. Holding the ball with 1:09 to play. Now over to Aiden Jackson. Down low to Cyril Gaza. Gaza head fakes, and he finishes at the rim. Cyril Gaza now with 6 points. Cam Wilkes bringing it across half court. Martinsburg 34, Hedgesville 31. 50 seconds to go and counting in this third quarter. Wilkes with the basketball, dribbles with the left hand, now back over to the right. Over to Matthew on the right wing. Walls left wing now. Up top to Damon Cook. Cook ahead to Wilmer. 34 seconds to go in the third. Matthew catches. Wilmer cuts back door. They're going to get down with a foul as he tried to jump that passing lane, but had his hand on the back of Wilmer. Luke Fowler and Jess Sutherland checking in. Jenkins and Jackson check out.
Yeah, and for the Hedgesville here, you figure this possession will last all of 28.7 seconds left in this quarter, Nick.
Yeah, unless something opens up for the Eagles, they're probably going to try to get the best opportunity possible here at the final 28 seconds. It opens up for Christian Bolduc underneath off the inbound, but he can't get the layup to go. Avion Blackwood pushes for the Dogs back the other way. Now Martinsburg can hold for the final shot of the quarter, up by 3. 15 seconds to go in the third. Dow with the right-handed dribble. Off the Fowler screen, over the corner to the Gaza. Gaza attacks. Luke Fowler, top of the key, three, wide open, is no good. Underneath, somehow the ball bounced to Avion Blackwood, and he made the most of it right before the buzzer. Martinsburg 36, Hedgesville 31 at the end of the third quarter. We'll head to the fourth. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hornby Media Group is your all-in-one advertising solution for businesses in and around the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. Print, radio, television, and social media platforms work together to maximize your ability to reach target demographics. Go to talkradiowrnr.com or call us at 304-263-6586 and let us design the perfect advertising package that will suit your needs and your budget.
It's the final push toward the postseason in EPAC boys and girls basketball.
Another three-pointer top of the key around the rim. It's good for an Edsel.
Now over to Zimmerman off the fork screen, pick and roll. Swing it to Brown. His three-pointer is good. Nothing but net for Brown.
Bolduc has it now. He'll shoot a jumper, and that's good. A 2-point ball game here in the Cardinal Coliseum.
Join us throughout February for all the exciting action right here on your EPAC sports leader, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
We welcome you back to Hedgesville High School. The Hedgesville Eagles trailing the Martinsburg Bulldogs 36-31 to begin this fourth quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Happy to have you with us. Three-back boys basketball action. Ruess catching for the Eagles. Over to a wide-open Wilkes for three. That's short. Gets to Delown. Bolduc underneath. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Fouled by Blackwood.
Christian Bolduc, I believe, scoreless so far in the ball game.
That is Blackwood's second.
Scoring 35 in the first matchup between these two teams, and the free throw is short.
And that just goes to show kind of what Martinsburg, how the improvement's been for the Dogs here, keying in on the players that hurt them in the first matchups.
Bolduc's second free throw is good. So Bolduc on the board. 36-32. Martinsburg on top. 7:40 and counting to go in this fourth quarter. Davion Blackwood down with the basketball. Over to Cyril Gaza, right wing. Gaza jabs, kicks it back out to Fowler. Down now, dribbling with the right hand. Over to Gaza on the right wing. Bulldogs patient offensively. Down off the Sutherland screen. He attacks. Goes strong to the rim. Can't finish. Sutherland gets a tip up there, but Ruess now secures the rebound for the Eagles. Cam Wilkes now with the basketball, setting up the offense for Hedgesville. Bounce pass over to Ruess. Ruess to Wilmer. Wilmer down low to Ruess underneath. Shot comes up short and a foul called on Jess Sutherland. That will send Jackson Ruess to the free throw line.
Yeah, a little after the fact there. Just couldn't let him come down foot placement-wise off of that shot.
Ruess with 4 points on the evening. As we noted in the pregame show, a good free throw shooter. Made some big free throws down the stretch in both the Spring Mills and the Martinsburg game earlier this season that were wins for Hedgesville, but he misses the first one there. 36-32, Martinsburg on top. 6:56 to go in this fourth quarter in a game that could decide the one seed in the section, depending on the outcome and what the coaches, of course, vote. I mean, the rest missing both.
It kind of decides the placement of everybody, really.
We will see. Everybody will either be tied in the section in terms of records against each other, or Hedgesville will be the clear-cut number one. Over to Dow, off the Blackwood screen, down low to Ruess, or down low to Sutherland, excuse me, working against Ruess. And a foul away from the ball. I believe Bolduc going to be caught with it.
The second team's third here in this second half.
6:33 to go in this fourth. Down low to Sutherland in the short corner. Sutherland post is up on Ruess, turns around and gets that shot to go. Jess Sutherland on the board for the first time tonight with the first points for him this evening. Cam Wilkes off the Ruess screen. Wilkes attacks the basket, strong but no good. Rebounded by Sutherland. Over to Dow. Dow, so far scoreless in the ball game, running the point guard position for the Dogs. Down low, Sutherland goes to work again and lays it up and in. Once again, just Sutherland with a quick 4 points. Martinsburg up by 8. Wilmer attacks and a foul called. Dow picking up his second personal foul, the 5th against Martinsburg. Ruess checking out, Cook checking in. Walls to inbound. Walls gets it into Cook. Over to Wilmer. Now Bolduc catches. Back to Wilmer. Bolduc catches backdoor and lays it up and in. Christian Bolduc with his first field goal of the evening, 40-34. Martinsburg leading with 5:34 to go in this fourth quarter. Head coach Dave Rogers wants a timeout, and he'll take it with 5:34 remaining. Martinsburg leading 40-34. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 30.
Are you a local business here in the Eastern Panhandle trying to expand your customer base? Well, you've come to the right place, because us here at Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 have many options for you. Our 2 daily shows garner 2 different audiences. From 8 to 10 a.m., it's the Eastern Panhandle Talk with Rob Mario, and from 12 to 1, it's the Sports Mix with Spencer, Nick, and Colin. In the evenings, we'll cover Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference sports as well as Shepherd sports, and on the weekends, we cover local events as well. Call us at 304-263-6586 to learn more about how our advertising packages can make your businesses boom. And tell them Spencer sent you.
Welcome you back to the Miller Center. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, Avery Newport, our on-site producer, John Allerton, along with Donald Kenny on camera. Martinsburg leading 40-34 in this fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Ollie's VIP Northside. the best local spot to catch sports or hang out with friends, stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP will see you for the game in Brown Funeral Home. And cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson, proudly serving the area since 1880. Bulldogs with the basketball. 5.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Pass is tipped away, taken away by Hedgesville. Ahead to Walls. Walls. Bounce pass underneath to Bolduc, who cuts and finishes.
Great job by Bolduc there. Only a 4-point ball game now.
We saw in the Spring Mills game, Christian Bolduc emerge in that fourth quarter. Doing it again here so far tonight with 5 points in the quarter. Down low to Sutherland. Sutherland slides through the defense and finishes again. Jess Sutherland coming up big in the fourth quarter for the Dogs. Now 6 points for him.
He's a sneaky WVU Medicine player of the candidate, or player of the game candidate here. All 6 points coming in this fourth quarter when the Dogs really need it.
Bolduc with the triple. 3-point ball game. Christian Bolduc has came alive in this fourth quarter with 9 points for the Eagles. And it's 42-39, 4:47 to go. We got a timeout. We'll take another 30-second break. This West Virginia High School Boys Basketball Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 is the #1 source for local news and sports in the Eastern Panhandle.
Is tonight the night that we finally see this jump from Spring Mills to be the top team in this section?
Talking with Steve Catlett, by the way, he just announced that he's going to run for the county council.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk.
Let us showcase your business to our thousands of daily listeners and viewers. Call us at 304-263-6586.
42-39. Martinsburg leading Hedgesville with 4:47 to go in this fourth quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. And a good crowd inside the Miller Center.
Big rivalry here. The students get up for both these rivalries here. Rivalry going on for a long time and a lot of good basketball teams between these two schools.
Blackwood drives to the rim, gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Avion Blackwood to the line. Blackwood so far in the ball game with 9 points. 13 points. Blackwood's first free throw, though, is no good. Ruiz checking back in for Cook. Martinsburg by 3. 4:36 to go in this fourth quarter. Avion Blackwood, second free throw is up and no good again. Blackwood with an offer.
He's usually a very good free throw shooter.
Wilkes with the basketball. 42-32 or 42-39. Jess Sutherland gets the steal. Sutherland all by himself goes up strong, but a great job by Wilkes to knock that ball away instead of picking up a foul there in transition. And now it's no point.
Where did Jess Sutherland come from?
It was a great move by him, but Dow throws it off the back of Hedgesville on the inbound and lays it up and in for his first 2 points.
That's how you change the ball game right there. The momentum had really been starting to swing in Hedgesville favor, and maybe this is what it took to swing back the other way.
44-39, Martinsburg leading. Wilmer attacks the defense. Wilmer going up with it, somehow finishes over Dow despite the tough D. 44-41. Blackwood with the basketball for Martinsburg. Off the Sutherland screen. Blackwood over to Fowler. Martinsburg by 3. 3:35 remaining in the ball game. Avion Blackwood off the Sutherland screen. Blackwood attacks the defense. Blackwood drives in. Layup is no good. Rebounded by Ruest underneath. Ahead to Christian Bolduc. I'm sorry, Wilkes. Wilkes. The long three is an air ball. 44-41. Cam Wilkes coming up short on that three-pointer. Avion Blackwood with the basketball for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Blackwood with the left-handed scoop shot gets fouled. He'll go back to the line. As we mentioned, 13 for Avion Blackwood tonight. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. In and out on that one. Avion Blackwood in this quarter, 0 for 3 from the line. Atkins checking in. Sutherland checks out. Jackson also coming in for the Dogs. Fowler checking out as well. Blackwood at the line, knocks down the second. 45-41, Martinsburg on top. Under 3 to go in this fourth quarter. And another good ball game in the EPAC. Walls with the basketball for Hedgesville. Finds Wilkes top of the key. Wilkes attacks the defense. Dow got a hand on that ball, takes it away from Martinsburg. Dow with some good plays here down the stretch, Spencer, and again, being patient on the offensive end and leading this team.
Yeah, didn't seem like it to start. Seemed like he had a little off of a night in the beginning, but now he's kind of shown, come full circle here and gotten back to who we are used to seeing.
Blackwood off the Jackson screen. Blackwood attacks the defense. Over to Atkins in the corner. Short, no good. Rebounded by Adam Walls.
Atkins wanted the foul.
Walls, Bolduc, right wing. Bolduc, one dribble, attacks to the basket, lays it up and in. It's Christian Bolduc's quarter. Coach Kelly Church needs a timeout.
He ran all the way over like on the free or 3-point line.
Good hustle by the coach. 45-43. We got another good one. You don't want to miss the remainder of this. We're back in 30 seconds. 2 minutes to go in this ball game. We'll take a 30-second break.
Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 is the #1 source for local news and sports in the Eastern Panhandle.
Is tonight the night that we finally see this jump from Spring Mills to be the top team in this section?
Talking with Steve Catlett, by the way, just announced that he's going to run for the county council.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk.
Let us showcase your business to our thousands of daily listeners and viewers. Call us at 304-263-6586.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School. Martinsburg Bulldogs leading the Hedgesville Eagles 45-43. With just over 2 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis here on the call. Avery Newport, our on-site producer. John Alderton, along with Donald Kinney on camera. Colin Laughlin back in the studio. Spencer, what'd you expect, right? Another close game in the Eastern Panhandle. That's been most of the games this year.
Yeah. I mean, the talent differential here in the Eastern Panhandle, of the 6 teams in the EPAC, 5 of them are all about the same level. Jefferson just a little bit above them this year with the undefeated season. But, I mean, between Martinsburg, Musselman, Hedgesville, Spring Mills,
Washington getting better.
Washington getting better, but those 4 teams are almost dead even, as we've seen it really go back and forth each game.
Blackwood attacks. Blackwood opens up the lane and lays it up and in. 47-43. Avion Blackwood with another 2 points. Ruess on the wing. Ruess holding the ball, finds Walls on the dribble handoff. Walls attacks the defense. Walls goes up front and finishes. Adam Walls with some good baskets. Another Kelly Church timeout.
Do you have any left?
Yeah. If he didn't have any left, it'd be a technical.
You're right.
Adam Walls, 7 points tonight for the Eagles. Not a normal guy that we've seen in the rotation, but it's senior night, so he got some minutes early, played well, and Coach Church keeping him in there.
Let's keep it.
And keeping him a part of the rotation, and that's been big. Hedgesville trailing by 2 to Martinsburg at 47-45. And look at some of the storylines. Christian Bolduc coming out to play in this fourth quarter for the Hedgesville Eagles. As our timeouts are brought to you by the Murius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors. Phil McCoy and John Everson stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343. But Wilkes was held scoreless through the first 3 quarters. He now has 9 points in this 4th quarter. Help lead Hedgesville back to get the game within 2. Martinsburg has seen good performances from a lot of different guys throughout the game. Avion Blackwood leading the way so far with 16 points. Eden Jackson with 10 points. I'm sorry, 14 points. Blackwood with the basketball now for the Dogs out of the timeout. Over to Dow. Reverse it back to Blackwood. Blackwood attacks. Hedgesville in the 1-3-1 look defensively to throw something different at Martinsburg and maybe force a turnover. Bulldogs, though, content to hold the basketball against this zone. Blackwood attacks now, kicks it back out to Dow. And a foul called against Hedgesville as we approach about a minute to go. They had one to give, and they give it there to try to now force an inbound turnover.
They've now got one more to give.
Well, no, if you foul one more time, it's 1-1. So they had one to give. 16 foul. Blau coming into the ball game. Blackwood catches with no defender on him. Hedgesville now in a 2-3 look. Actually, a man look now for the Eagles. They have to play man to force Martinsburg to attack. Aiden Jackson underneath, gets him with the head fake again. The signature move for Aiden Jackson, and he converts another layup. 16 for him in the ball game. Bolduc over to Walls. Walls, step back 3. Buddy! Adam Walls makes it a 1-point game. 33 seconds to go in the ball game. Timeout, Martinsburg, 49-48. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10.
Your business can become an advertiser today on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, your home for local news, talk, and sports. With over 17 million views and counting, you won't want to miss out. From Eastern Panhandle Talk every morning to the Sports Mix at noon and local high school, Shepherd Rams, Mountaineers, Commanders, Steelers, Nationals, Wizards, or Capital games each evening, Talk Radio WRNR has it all day long. So advertise with us, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School. Martinsburg leading Hedgesville 49-48 with 33 seconds remaining in this ball game. It's Bulldog basketball after Walls had in the triple from the top of the key to make it a 1-point game. Just 33 seconds to go. Hedgesville will be forced to foul if they can't force this turnover quickly off the inbound.
I feel like we have often said each game we have EPAC-wise.
Oh, is that going to be a turnover?
Oh.
Cyril Gaza, I thought, tipped that last. This is close, though. They're going to call the foul first.
Lucky.
Push. That's the right call there.
It is the right call.
Force Gaza into that basketball.
Yeah, what I was about to say was, I feel like all of these EPAC games have been so intense. And we always say, oh, it's an EPAC Classic, Nick Spencer, this is an EPAC Classic. Every game, it feels like EPAC matchup is a classic.
So Cyril Gaza will head to the charity stripe with the Dogs up by 1, 32 seconds.
Important free throws.
Gaza 1-and-1 is no good. Rebounded underneath by Adam Walls, who's been huge in this ball game for Hedgesville. Wilkes quickly down the court. Bolduc for the 3 in the lead. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Blackwood. Blackwood now will get fouled and go to the line. Spencer, what's your thoughts there? A 3 that was open for Christian Bolduc, but probably not the shot you want. So still plenty of time to go in this ball game.
Yeah, my opinion there, you take it, you drive it to the rack, you pass it to somebody closer. The only time I shoot that 3 is a desperation heave under 5 seconds left, under 10 seconds left.
So Avion Blackwood back to the line. He struggled a little bit from the free throw line. Not really certain what exactly happened there. Thought Hedgesville maybe a call a timeout, but everybody on Hedgesville ran down, and that's not really allowed. I think you got to get on the free throw line, but I don't know. Maybe the officials
now
were discussing
arguing
things
about if
well.
it's 1-1 or something. I don't know. Now they're pointing as 1-1.
It should be 1-1. That was the 8th foul. Avion Blackwood to the free throw line.
And again, Martinsburg has missed quite a few free throws. These really count.
Blackwood knocks it down. 2-point lead. Blau checking in for Cook.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, I thought the official allowed him in. Dave Rogers yelling at either.
What is going on here?
Ruess getting involved.
I have no clue what just happened, Nick.
Kelly Church now yelling at his scores table.
Yeah, I mean, they won't let the guy sub in. Coach Rogers is agreeing with the ref, obviously. Coach Ruess, heavily against the ref.
Avion Blackwood knocks it down. Now Dave Rogers will take a timeout. Martinsburg leading by 3, 19.5 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Blackwood 2 for 2.
Coach Church needs to let cooler heads prevail. He was about to go out there and talk to the ref. Coach Ruess said, get back, I'm going to go talk to him.
Yeah. Both coaches very intense. It's an important game. We talked about what it means for the section.
I mean, these Hedgesville Martinsburg games, from what I understand, have always been a bitter rivalry.
Well, it's two of the best teams on this side.
And you think about it, Spring Mills hasn't been here, 8-9 years, right? So, really, it's about a 15-minute drive here from Martinsburg. It's about a 25-minute drive to Musselman and then out to Jefferson County. So this was probably the rivalry in the EPAC back in the day. I know, yes, but I'm saying,
it's one of them. Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of good ones, I think. Musselman, Martinsburg have been playing a long time as well. Musselman, Hedgesville certainly gets intense. Spring Mills now arriving, right, to bring their portion of their rivalry in, but for a long time we're kind of the irrelevant team on this side of the section. Washington, Jefferson, obviously, in the Jefferson County rivalry there. So it's just a great conference, and you see the intensity every night between these teams. None of them want to lose to each other, and that is clear tonight. 51-48, Martinsburg on top, 19.5 seconds. Hedgesville with possession of the ball in this fourth quarter. We'll see if they go for the quick basket and time remaining, or what the decision will be for the Eagles. Wilkes with the basketball. Wilkes head fakes a very hard three as an air ball. Jaron Adkins grabbing the...
Again, I agree with you on that. I don't know why you shoot the three or 9.5 left. You dribble in, try to get fouled, and then and one.
Yeah, that's the situation where Cam Wilkes was trying to just do too much.
And it honestly was a desperation heave. He wasn't even set. No. He kind of just backed up and was like, I'm going to shoot it.
Other one from Bolduc, I liked a whole lot better, even though with time and score wasn't necessarily what you needed. Adkins to the line, shooting one-on-one. He missed it. Ruess grabs the rebound. Ahead to Wilkes. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. Wilkes. Win it! Cam Wilkes with a man in his face. Ties it at 51.
Holy moly, Nick. We're headed to overtime. Another EPAC thriller in overtime coming up next.
Oh, my goodness. Cam Wilkes with ice in his veins ties it at 51. We'll take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the final push toward the postseason in EPAC boys and girls basketball.
Another three-pointer, top of the key, around the rim. It's good for an Edsel.
Now over to Zimmerman, off the fork screen, pick and roll. Swing it to Brown. His three-pointer is good. Nothing but net for Brown.
Bolduc has it now. He'll shoot a jumper, and that's good. A 2-point ball game here in the Cardinal Coliseum.
Join us throughout February for all the exciting action right here on your EPAC Sports Leader, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Your business can become an advertiser today on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, your home for local news, talk, and sports. With over 17 million views and counting, you won't want to miss out. From Eastern Panhandle Talk every morning to the Sports Mix at noon and local high school, Shepherd Rams, Mountaineers, Commanders, Steelers, Nationals, Wizards, or Capital games each evening, Talk Radio WRNR has it all day long. So advertise with us, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome back. We got overtime again, ladies and gentlemen, on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Cameron Wilkes making a huge three for the Hedgesville Eagles to tie this ball game right before the buzzer. West and Jackson head to the circle. The intensity is alive in the Miller Center. Aiden Jackson wins the tip from Martinsburg, but Walls comes down with it. Gaza knocks it away. Both teams fight for it as the head's out of bounds off of Aiden Jackson, and will be Hedgesville basketball. 3:56 to go in overtime period, number one.
I haven't even caught my breath after that three, Nick.
Imagine how the players feel. Head to the scores table here. See how they're going to rule. Possession arrow, I believe, off the tip. Because the tip was won by Hedgesville, but then it was in Martinsburg's hands. So technically Martinsburg had the first possession.
Yeah.
So I believe if we get a jump ball, it will go to the Eagles. Walls running to the sideline, having a conversation with Coach Ruest. And the official still discussing now where to give the official the arrow, I believe. Intensity continues. The Hedgesville student section has brought it tonight. The Martinsburg student section bringing it on the opposite side. And what has been an electrifying ball game. So Hedgesville with the ball to begin overtime. Jackson Ruest on the left wing. Ruest to Walls. That will be a backcourt violation. Off the hands of Walls and goes back court. Martinsburg back in possession. So Martinsburg now with the ball. Avion Blackwood in the Hedgesville logo with the basketball. Blackwood is down. Down to Adkins. Swing it to Blackwood. Blackwood drives in. Down low to Aiden Jackson. The pump fake again. The foul and the finish.
Aiden Jackson doing Aiden Jackson things, Nick.
I mean, are people going to learn the pump fake is his go-to?
That's what I was saying earlier in the ball game.
I mean, it must be deadly to go against, right? Because everybody gets faked out by it. So it's just another victim of the Aiden Jackson pump fake. Short on the free throw. That's one thing that Aiden Jackson will want to work on in the offseason because he gets fouled a lot down low. Not a great free throw shooter. But need to work on that, but he's played well throughout this evening. Ruest catches in the high post. Martinsburg now by 2. Wilkes another three. Contested, and he knocks it down again. That kid's just special. He's a guy that you may not always love his shots, but he can hit those, and you love him when he makes them. Hedgesville in the lead now, 54-53, under 3 minutes to go in overtime.
Foul off the ball. Be against Hedgesville.
So Dow will head to the free throw line.
For 2.
Yep, now in the double bonus.
Again, fouls continue over from the third and fourth quarters. But crucial free throws here for the Dogs.
Yep, Dow has not been to the line tonight. Just 2 points for him this evening, but he knocks down the first free throw. Three points now for Dow. 54 all. The second free throw is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Gaza, though, keeping the possession alive for Martinsburg. And a timeout taken by head coach Dave Rogers. 2:47 to go in overtime. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Your business can become an advertiser today on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, your home for local news, talk, and sports. With over 17 million views and counting, you won't want to miss out. From Eastern Panhandle Talk every morning to the Sports Mix at noon and local high school, Shepherd Rams, Mountaineers, Commanders, Steelers, Nationals, Wizards, or Capital games each evening, Talk Radio WRNR has it all day long. So advertise with us, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
We welcome you back to Hedgesville High School. 54-54 in overtime. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. And another great EPAC matchup. Cam Wilkes with the three to tie before overtime.
And a sectional one at that, Nick.
Yeah.
Big implications on the line here tonight.
Another three just moments ago by Wilkes from the top of the key to give Hedgesville the lead. Martinsburg at the line went 1 for 2, but grabbed the offensive rebound, so have possession of the basketball with 2:47 to go in overtime. Jaron Adkins inbounding. It's our second overtime game in a row for the Bulldogs after winning over Musselman on Wednesday. Adkins catches on the left wing, guarded tightly by Wilkes. Adkins with the overhead pass. Davion Blackwood. Blackwood penetrates, finds Gaza underneath. Gaza, no good. Jackson is there again. Aiden Jackson lays it up and in.
Great job by Aiden Jackson, just all over the boards.
Wilkes with the basketball, 56-54.
Watch for a three here.
Over to Bolduc. Bolduc against Adkins. Bolduc drives in. He's going to get fouled. He'll go to the line. It's only the sixth foul, so he'll shoot 2. Not that it would have mattered as a shooting foul anyway. But Christian Bolduc, who had a nice fourth quarter, now to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Eagles. Short. 56-54 Martinsburg. Bolduc comes up short on the first free throw. Spins that basketball. Second one is short as well, but a rebound underneath. Rebounded by Blau, and Coach Kelly Church gets a timeout. 56-54. 2:09 to go in this fourth quarter. And we continue to just have another great ball game for us so far. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Look back at some of the crucial moments in this ball game. Christian Bolduc's fourth quarter, even though he wasn't able to convert on the free throws there in this overtime period. Bolduc had an explosive fourth quarter with 10 points. And Cam Wilkes hitting the game-tying 3 right before this overtime period as we're on timeout. Our timeouts are brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors Phil McCoy and John Everson. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Hope you're enjoying this one wherever you may be watching, as it's been another great game. We had overtime on Wednesday between Martinsburg and Musselman, and overtime again.
Definitely shows the confidence that Coach Rogers has in Adkins, that he's out there right now at this point in the ball game.
Inbound to Cam Wilkes. Wilkes guarded by Cyril Gaza. Wilkes attacks. Foul called against Gaza. That means Wilkes will go to the free throw line, shoot 1 and 1. Second on Cyril Gaza. 1 and 1 now for the Eagles. Cameron Wilkes with 3 points in this overtime period, as that gave Hedgesville a 54-53 lead before Martinsburg answering a solid possession of making a free throw from I believe it was Blackwood, and then Aiden Jackson with a layup underneath after getting an offensive rebound. Cam Wilkes to the free throw line on the night, 3 for 3 from the line. And this one is up and good as well.
And now a 1-point ball game here with 2:02 left in this overtime period can make it a tie ball game.
17 from Cameron Wilkes tonight. Second one is good as well. They're 18 on the evening. Hedgesville has tied it back up at 56 with 2 minutes to go in overtime period number 1. Davion Blackwood off the Aiden Jackson screen. Blackwood over to Adkins. He'll drive baseline. Adkins lays it up. No good. Jackson again with the tip and the finish.
Jackson just unbelievable tonight. If Martinsburg pulls this out, he's definitely a huge candidate for the WVU Medicine Player of the Game.
Walls over to Wilmer. Back up top to Walls. Walls for 3. No good. Rebounded by Dow. Great effort by Wilkes to try to keep it alive, but he'll be hit with the foul.
And that hurts because not only is Martinsburg up 2, they're going to shoot 2 because they're in double bonus here. I get trying to be aggressive on defense there right under your basket, but there comes to be a time where you just got to let them play their offense and play your defense better than them playing offense.
With a minute 28 remaining, you might have had to foul at some point anyway, but I agree, a foul that far away from the basket isn't the best of options, even though it was a good hustle play, I think, by Wilkes to try to keep it alive. As Dow knocks down the first free throw. Second one, good as well. 60-56. Wilkes crosses half court. Gaza guarding him. High post to Jackson Ruest. Ruest attacks. Now kicks it back to Wilkes. Guarded tightly by Gaza off the Ruest screen. Wilkes attacks the basket. Goes up strong. Gets fouled. And he'll go to the line, shoot 2. 1:08 remaining in this ball game. 60-56. Hedgesville trailing Martinsburg by 4. Cam Wilkes will shoot 2 from the free throw line. Wilkes makes the first. Six points for Wilkes in overtime. This one is up and good as well. So just a 2-point game at 60-58. Bolduc checking out for Hedgesville. Damon Cook checking in. Hedgesville might be playing that 1-3-1 again. Looks like they are. Davion Blackwood with the basketball for the Bulldogs as we approach a minute to go in overtime number 1. Blackwood over to Dow. Martinsburg leading by 2. Dow. Bounce pass over to Gaza. Now back to Dow.
Martinsburg just content to start to run this clock out.
A foul called on Damon Cook. Double bonus. Bolduc will most likely come in for Cook here. As Dow going back to the line. Dow in overtime is 3 for 4. That one is up and good as well. So Cook checks out. 61-58. Martinsburg leading. 49 seconds to go in this overtime period. Second one is up and good as well. Dow has been clutch in overtime for the free throw line. Bolduc crosses half court. Comes off a screen on Ruest. Adkins strips it. Adkins dives on top.
They're going to get the travel?
Yes, they are going to call the travel on Jaron Adkins. Good effort, but he rolled over when he dived on top of the basket.
That's just something that you really can't control.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the effort shown by Adkins tonight and these last 5-6 games has been incredible. That's why he's in the ball game here with 35 seconds left in overtime.
Wilkes, head fakes, attacks, lays it up and in. Cam Wilkes getting whatever he wants in overtime for the Eagles.
When do you foul Dow here?
Well, you hope that he throws it to somebody else because Dow has been clutch, but they will foul Dow actually right away because he had it up top with 18 seconds. Dow to the free throw line again. Five for 6 from the free throw line is Dow. Jaron Adkins looking at his elbow, but it is all right. Down to the line. First one is in and out, no good. 62-60, 18 seconds to go. Dow's second free throw is good. Timeout. 63-60, 18 seconds to go in overtime number 1. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the final push toward the postseason in EPAC boys and girls basketball.
Another three-pointer, top of the key, around the rim. It's good. Curran Edsel.
Now over to Zimmerman, off the fork screen, pick and roll. Swing it to Brown. His three-pointer is good. Nothing but net for Brown.
Bolduc has it now. He'll shoot a jumper, and that's good. A 2-point ball game here in the Cardinal Coliseum.
Join us throughout February for all the exciting action right here on your EPAC sports leader, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
63-60. Overtime number 1. Hedgesville possession. Dow going 1 for 2 from the charity stripe to set up a very similar situation. Hedgesville down by 3. Does it happen again? It's a possibility.
I mean, you got a little bit more time on the clock here.
18 seconds. I believe it was like 9 seconds last time when Hedgesville caught the ball.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they play it, too. Do they want to play for 3 in the tie now?
I mean,
or do they want to play for a quick 2 foul and then see if you can take the lead on the final possession?
I don't know. They've been kind of both ways tonight so far. It's kind of hard to make a prediction here, Nick.
How would you play it?
I'd play hold it to 3 because, or no, I don't know. You got to get the, I don't even know. Can't decide.
Adam Walls with the basketball. Probably just best shot available, I think, is what you're looking for here.
Yeah.
Wilkes from nearly half court, just short, rebounded by Adkins. Don't think that's the best shot available. I mean, Cam Wilkes, look.
They know they have kind of that range.
Yeah.
But you still got 6.8 seconds left. And
Adkins back to the line.
You're nearly out of the game if Adkins makes both. You're out of the game if he makes both. If he makes one, you're nearly out of the game. You got to get it in quick, hit a 3, and hope you get fouled.
Adkins with the first free throw and the double bonus is good. Chance for some redemption for Jaron Adkins as he missed that free throw earlier, right before Hedgesville got the possession and were able to tie the game, and Adkins knocks them both down here in overtime. 65-60, 6.8 seconds, and now it's going to be very tough, Spencer, for Hedgesville to pull it off, but anything is possible, obviously. With about 7 seconds, though, you're going to need a very quick shot, whether it be a 2 or a 3, another foul.
Yeah,
and get 2 misses.
That's where I think going back to what you asked me moments ago, 2 or 3 here, you should have taken the 2. Had a better chance to get it than that long of a 3.
Yeah, or if you're going to take a 3, make certain it's a good open shot. Because that one was almost from half court.
We know he's got range.
Yeah, and he's already proven difficult shots, no problem for Cam Wilkes.
But there's a point in time in the ball game where you need the sure thing.
Yeah.
And going to the rack is almost a sure thing. And you have the chance of getting fouled as well.
So Jackson Ruess will inbound. We'll see if Hedgesville has another miracle in them or if Martinsburg's going to get this huge win for the Bulldogs. Ruess with the quarterback pass down the court to Wilmer or Blau, and it goes out of bounds, caught by a fan in the stands.
And Martinsburg will get it underneath their own basket.
So that pretty much seals it. Adkins will inbound.
Starting on Max Exodos here from the Miller Center.
Dow catches on the inbound. A foul called with 3.7 seconds. Hedgesville trailing Martinsburg 65-60. Dow back to the free throw line to just put this away. Wilkes picking up the personal foul. And a double bonus. And another timeout called by the Hedgesville Eagles with 3.7 seconds.
This has been an intense ball game either way.
Yep.
May end up being a 7-point ball game here, but it's been a whale of a ball game. If you paid to come to this game, you got your money's worth times a million.
Dow has been great from the line in overtime for the Bulldogs, missing just one free throw in his 8 attempts. (65-60). Martinsburg on top. There's 3.7 seconds to go in this ball game. Dow will go back to the free throw line for Martinsburg. Our timeouts are brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. It's been a long night, so put them together. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Dow to the line. And can't get the friendly roll. 5-point game, though, so 2 possessions for Hedgesville. This will make it a 6-point game if Dow can knock this one down. It's up and good. And Martinsburg, or Hedgesville inbounds it to Walls. And the Martinsburg guys, the seniors on their team, must know Walls pretty well because they gave him a nice hug on senior night. And the respect shown between the two teams. After Hedgesville falls to Martinsburg tonight, the Bulldogs able to clean things up in overtime and improve now to 9-10. The Hedgesville Eagles falling to 13-5. We will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the Palace Lounge post-game show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Nurse practitioner Alexis Alastanos, Urgent Care, Dr. Anderson Cho, Hospitalist. Physician's Assistant Brian Daunt, Pain Management, Dr. Payam Haradi, Anesthesia. Physician's Assistant Brittany Herber, Orthopedics, and Dr. Esther Lynn, Family Medicine. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
It's now time for the post-game show. Our broadcast team will break down the final stats, look at final scores from around the state, and look ahead to upcoming broadcasts. Today's game is brought to you by
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP. Milestone Realty. The Palace Lounge. The Mountaineer Grill and Pub. Cody's Auto Body. Modern Renovations. D&N Auto. Home Helpers of the Panhandle. Johnny's Express.
And now let's send it back to our Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 broadcast team for the postgame show.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School as the Martinsburg Bulldogs defeat the Hedgesville Eagles tonight 67-60. The Dogs have now won 4 of their last 5 games. Definitely to be worried about. Stephon Barclay, when he got off the bench, appeared to have been injured. Or
when I first noticed it was they were getting up to do the handshake line, and I look over and Coach Rogers is like coming back over to the bench trying to get somebody up. Can't see because of all the fans walking out. And then all of a sudden, Coach Rogers jumps back to the front of the line or something, goes to Coach Church to ask him for the trainer. Coach Church runs out of the line, goes right in front of us, finds the trainer, and then the trainer, they meet at half court. So an interesting situation arises.
Barclay did walk off with the help of Coach Rogers. So hopefully everything all right there, but it was definitely a weird thing because he hadn't played much late in that game, so I'm not certain what had happened leading to that injury. And to my knowledge, he might not have even really been aware, so definitely a scary situation. Hopefully everything all right with Stephon Barclay. But when we look back at the ball game, Martinsburg again with the 66-60 win. As the leaders for the Dogs, Kamari and Dow, having a huge overtime in this ball game. Aiden Jackson had a great game as well with a total of 18 points tonight. Avion Blackwood with 16 tonight. Jaron Atkins with 5. Jeff Sutherland with 6. Big fourth quarter for him. On the Hedgesville side, 22 for Cam Wilkes. Bolduc with 10. Walls with 10. Wilmer with 7. And some good performances on both sides. Spencer, and a really good ball game once again. Cam Wilkes with one of the better shots we've seen this season to send it to overtime. And then Martinsburg able to prevail, led by a lot of those Dow free throws in overtime.
Yeah, definitely. I think Kamari and Dow won this ball game on free throws. And the thing for Martinsburg is, you talk this whole game, they were pretty shaky from the charity stripe. So, and I, kind of hinted at it during the broadcast, talked with you earlier today, it's going to be a free throws game. It's going to be a game that comes down to free throws. And Kamari and Dow put the team on his back there in overtime and able to do so, and picking up his teammates that weren't able to do so during the regular portion of the ball game.
All right, this is the Palace Lounge post-game show located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. And yeah, I agree with you, Spencer. I mean, some big shots by Dow down the stretch to help lead Martinsburg to this win. And I believe, since we already talked about it, might as well jump into it. I believe that's going to be our Parsons Ford moment of the game. Am I correct on that? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So that was your moment of the game, brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsfordofmartinsburg.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. So now let's get into, Spencer, your rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop. What do you got for us?
There wasn't a lot of big-time rejections in this ballgame, really. It was more of turnovers or rebounds, and the one that really stuck out to me in this game was Jackson's there, 2:30 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'd agree. There wasn't that kind of
it wasn't
momentum-shifting block or any clutch ones, but that was a good block. Aiden Jackson, he can win it almost any night. He's getting a lot of rejections this season.
Well,
what?
Aiden Jackson.
All right, he gets the rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. And then finally, Spencer, the WVU Medicine player of the game. Were you hinting at it there when you said, well, Aiden Jackson?
Well, you know what they say about WVU Medicine?
Oh, my God.
They've got a Berkeley and a Jefferson Medical Center. They're leading healthcare here and everywhere. Aiden Jackson, for his tremendous play during the ballgame, just in the zone, in the Aiden Jackson shots, doing what he does best, the shot fake, get fouled as he goes up, or the shot fake and it gets him and lays it up and in. That's one of them. And then I got to give it to Dow. I mean, clutch in overtime to win the ball game?
I would go Aiden Jackson. I want him to get his own award for once. He's always sharing the MVP of the ball game. But whatever, Spencer. You're the man that makes the calls on that. It's the player of the game, brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Or as Spencer Dupuis would say, the players of the game. Either way, they're both brought to you by WV Medicine, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Aiden Jackson put on a show during regulation, right?
He had an overtime, too. He had 6 points in overtime.
He had 6 points in overtime, but I don't know that they win that game without the free throw shooting of Kamarian Dow.
You could point to that about everything that happens in any ball game. Well, they don't win the game if this guy didn't get that rebound there. Aiden Jackson was the WV Medicine player of the game. But, again, you make the decisions, so I don't make those decisions. You can give it to both players. Doesn't matter. We could debate this all night. Nobody wants to listen to us anymore because it's like, 10 o'clock?
It's nearly 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so that will do it for us. Again, Martinsburg getting another win, 4 of their last 5 tonight, 66-60 over Hedgesville in overtime for Donald Kinney, John Alderton, Avery Newport.
Our intern.
Forgetting your name there. Our on-site producer, and Spencer Dupuis. I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on the air next week for more.
A full 5 games next week in 5 days.
EPAC and Shepherd basketball.
There you go.
Stay tuned. Colin McLaughlin is next on the And One Scoreboard Show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center, 400 West Stevens Street, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome into the And One post-game scoreboard show brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, as well as WRNR TV on YouTube, as Martinsburg gets redemption with a 6-point win over Hedgesville in overtime. Final score: Martinsburg 66, Hedgesville 60. So now all 3 teams in Class Quad A, Region 2, Section 1 are all tied via head-to-head in the section with Spring Mills, Hedgesville, and Martinsburg. So it'll be really interesting who these coaches vote as the number 1 seed next week to get the bye into the sectional championship and a guaranteed shot at the regional championship, which if you win that, as you know, you go to the state championship tournament in Charleston. But now, let's give you the other score, because we had another close game tonight in the EPAC, and it was a comeback win for the Spring Mills Cardinals. They were down 33-19 at the half, came back and won 47-44 over Musselman. Could that be your number one seed? I don't know. This is wide open. You think on the other side, Jefferson's undefeated, so they're probably going to be the number one seed. Behind them, Musselman, then Washington third. But this Section 1, nobody knows. You got to just wait until next week. We'll find out with you. Tune into the Sports Mix. Whenever we figure it out, we'll give it to you. That's every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on Talk Radio WRNR, 106.5 FM, 740 AM, TV 10, as well as our Facebook page. So again, Martinsburg gets the win in overtime, an instant classic in this huge EPAC rivalry that goes back for years and will continue for years to come between Hedgesville and Martinsburg, 66-60. And some other big news. Bob Huggins has been named a finalist to the Naismith Hall of Fame for basketball. Will he finally be put in? Kind of seems like it. Deservingly so. 900-plus wins. One of the greatest coaches. Just needs to get that national championship and has a big test tomorrow. You can listen to that game. West Virginia takes on the number 6th ranked Kansas Jayhawks at the Coliseum. Tip-off set for 8 p.m. We'll have that broadcast for you tomorrow on Talk Radio WRNR. You don't want to miss that game. I'm going to Morgantown to see that game. It's going to be a fun one. Hopefully the Mountaineers can finally pull off an upset that they really need to try to get back into the March Madness picture. You never know what will happen. But before I sign off, next week, as you heard from Spencer and Nick before they signed off, there at Hedgesville, a full slate of basketball next week that will be jam-packed and headlined by the sectional tournament for high school girls basketball. Tuesday, we're going to do Hedgesville, Martinsburg girls basketball sectional semifinal at Hedgesville, 7 p.m. tip, 6:30 pregame show. Myself will be on the pregame. Alongside me will be Nick Verzolini. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. Winner of that will play against Spring Mills. On Thursday, we'll have that. Monday, we'll have Martinsburg boys as they take on Broadford and Christian Academy. Wednesday, we're going to have some Shepherd against Shippensburg. Big rivalry there. And then I believe rounding it out on Friday, we'll have another Martinsburg game. Don't know who they play off the top of my head, but you'll have to just tune into the Sports Mix. We'll have it for you. So again, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off the And One postgame scoreboard show. Final score from Spring Mills, 47-44. The Cardinals beat the Applemen. And then as you just saw, 66-60. Martinsburg beats Hedgesville in overtime. If you missed it, don't worry. It's about to replay here on TV 10. Radio-wise, we're going to go to regular scheduled programming. If you don't have TV 10, just go onto our WRNR TV YouTube page. All of our games that we've done are on there, archived for you to watch and enjoy. Have a good night, everybody. Go Mountaineers tomorrow. Again, that is at 8 p.m. Hopefully they can beat the Kansas Jayhawks.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.